Still shining on us, God, never let the light go. Wine on us. Still shining on us, God, never let the light go. Wow. Still shining and we know it's bright. The light ain't never die, and only multiply. For every time we pray, I like it from the sky. It touch my soul deeply, the light inside me burn. I wanna take it higher, cause I feel a desire. I wanna lift my hands, I want my soul on fire. I can't escape because you went to my face, and then you stacked against me for all this hate. I want your soul stop to make me. Doubt was dead, telling me to give up. He was right in my ear. They had to break the my life, favorite flame was there. They had to test us in the spirit, get ready for war. Fitting armor, where we came too far. I know he got my back. Ain't no got him for that. Of course, we still shining. Still shining on us. God, never let the light go. Why don't we still shining? Still shining on us. God, never let the light go. Why on us? Still shining on us. God, never let the light go. Wow. Darkness can't stop. Still shining on us. God, never let the light go. Why on us? Still shining on us. God, never let the light go. Wow.
Yeah, it's your boy World of Rama. We here again. Grindhard TV podcast at S.STREET Media every Sunday, well, almost every Sunday, because sometimes we on location, as you've seen from the first show of the year. We was at Times Square with Lost, but we are back again, and I want to get right to the show. You know what I'm saying? We started kind of late today because basketball season is here, and you know what I'm saying? My youngest, the Hoff, he just doing his thing, and I'm so happy, and I'm a proud dad and all that, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. But we got some guests in the building, and I want to talk about a lot of different subjects that's been going on in the, in our lifetime today, and I want their opinions on some things, and that's why I want to get right to it and start it off. And so we're gonna get right to the ladies right now. We got Miko and Kels in the building from Clothier, right? Am I saying it right?
Yes, you are.
That's right. You already know what it is, and I met these ladies. I was going through a gas station, and I seen a truck outside getting gas, like we all have to do, and it was just looking so like innovative and professional, and you know what I mean? Then I seen, you know what I'm saying, Miko get out, and she was putting gas in the car, so I'm like, hold up, what's going on over here? And I'm always catching stuff, so when I seen it, I wound up going in the truck, and y'all see, if y'all been on my page, y'all seen I've been promoting them for a while, for the last 2 weeks, so y'all know exactly what it is. We are here. And we are definitely gonna let y'all know how y'all could get in contact with them, whatever y'all doing, how they can style y'all, the clothes y'all could buy. I have on one of these sweaters today, which is fire. I couldn't wait to wear it. That's why I made sure I wore it today. And we also have our artist in here, and his name is Gospel Gabe. You know what I'm saying? He actually makes dope hip hop music about the Lord, but it's not your typical sounding like gospel rap. It's some real hard sounding rap. So he's like drilling the Lord in your mind in a real, very lyrical type of way. And I really appreciate the sound. And it's another reason too why he's here that we're gonna get into. Is one of the topics I wanted to talk about. So, you know what I mean? Let's get right into it. Like, I wanna just say, I'm very happy to have y'all here, because the things that I'm seeing y'all doing, and on my show, I like to have different stuff. You know what I mean? And when I saw y'all at the gas station, and y'all truck was just looking so superb with the who did the artwork first of all for the truck?
Both of us.
Oh, we designed it.
Y'all designed it, and
Yes.
y'all got it wrapped?
Yes. We
Yo,
did.
that was dope, the way y'all did that. And it looked like the artwork is so like Picasso-ish with fashion. You know what I mean? Like,
Michelangelo,
yes,
right?
that's how it looked to me. And then I seen you two ladies doing it, and then when I said to y'all, yo, what made y'all do this? And you was like, the pandemic. That was so smart. Like, yo, you had to figure it out during the pandemic.
We sure
and
did.
y'all definitely did. Yo, I just really love the fact that y'all here today. Let me get a hand clap for that real quick. You know what I'm saying? But so how long? So the pandemic, we kind of went into hiding, I should say. What was it? 2019, right?
Yeah.
So y'all formed the business like when?
It was in 2019.
Oh, so right on that year, as soon as it happened, y'all already knew.
Yes.
What was y'all doing before that?
A lot of other things. This is the popo right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you have a regular steady job as well.
No, I have a law enforcement background. That
I have
yes.
a medical background.
Oh, okay. And you have a what?
Medical background.
Medical background. Okay. Yeah. So what were you? What were you? A cop in a hospital, and y'all met like that?
No.
Like, you know what I
We're
mean?
childhood friends.
Oh,
We
okay,
knew
okay.
each other since what? 13, 12, 13.
Yes.
Young.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. It's always good to do something with friends, especially when y'all could get along. Because I have friends that I don't really get along with anymore, and it's best that I don't rock with. I'm serious, like, you know what I mean? Gabe, you could jump in at any time, bro, because, you know, we here together.
No, I'm
today.
listening. Like I said, you don't see.
I mean, the beauty about our friendship is that
that's dope.
we fight. We go to blow.
But y'all love each other enough to
But we're
hug.
past the friendship
Yes.
Right.
So
point.
it's
We're
more
sisters.
like a sisterhood.
It's a
Yes.
sisterhood.
Yes.
We passed that friendship stuff.
But we
Because
would
if
go
it
to
was a
blow,
friendship,
and then 5 minutes later, it's like, oh, I love you, Kel.
Yeah, all right, back to the drawing board.
that
Fix
does
your
happen.
face.
Yeah,
That
fix your
happens with
face.
people
We'll
you
literally.
love.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yes.
You cannot not fight. For you to not fight, it's impossible because you're gonna argue. Because
You're not always gonna see eye to eye.
Yeah.
No.
You
Yeah, I
gonna
know,
see-
because I got siblings. We ain't even cool no more. So I understand exactly what you mean.
No, I love
That's
my
like-
siblings.
That's like
But
looking
I
at
love
a
my
picture.
siblings too, but we just don't rock. Like, I don't know.
Well, I love
certain of them-
myself. I'm the only child, so.
Oh, yeah. So you got the only child syndrome.
Really badly.
Yeah. But it's all good, though, because
I was that.
you was the only child?
Not no more. It's all good though.
All right, but I want to get back into y'all and stuff like that. So, all right, so y'all met. Y'all was childhood friends.
Yes.
You went into the law enforcement. You went into the medical field, right? Now, what made y'all decide to say, look, I want to do this whole fashion couture, you know, mobile showroom type of thing? Like, this was so
It's
dope.
not what made us. We always was about fashion.
Oh, okay.
She did her fashion thing by herself, and I was doing it while we were doing our
Medical
separate.
and
Yes, we
police
still.
stuff?
I had Platinum Kitty's World, and
think I
she's
heard of
styled by
Platinum
Miko.
Yes, I was
Yes.
styling people and doing that on the side.
Styled by Miko.
Yes,
Sounds very
I
familiar.
was doing
she's
that.
fire.
And
Yeah.
then
You don't
what
play with her
really
style.
kicked it
So
off.
what I'm,
She's
you know
not
what's going-
mentioning she's a little shopaholic over
Yeah,
here.
I can see that. I can see that. I went on y'all pages
Somebody
and stuff.
is because you're not looking as good and not spending no money.
So basically, you was one of those people that worked in the medical field in the hospitals, and you was all dolled out in the scrubs, looking all juicy, and you was one of those officers that had that uniform on that was fitting you perfectly fine.
You damn
Yo,
right.
I be seeing some officers, I be like, damn, she look like an officer.
It's like, you want
Word.
to walk up to them. Can you arrest me? Can I take you to dinner?
Like I
Before
would
you
get
may
in trouble all the
arrested?
time because I never like to keep the hat on. Like
you
no,
always
and then
wanna
if I
have it.
do have the hat on, I have the hair out, and you're supposed
She
to
was
have your
doing
hair in
everything
the
she
bun.
was supposed to do.
Yes, even with the sunglasses. Yeah, I was a hot
I hear like
mess.
a little accent.
I ain't mad.
Yes.
From both of us.
Yeah, I know. You definitely, I can tell you Jamaican. Oh, you from Guyana? Oh,
in
you
no
Guyanese?
Jamaica.
Guyanese.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So
I would have
my
never
aunt-
thought that.
My
I
aunt
would have
from
never thought that.
Guyana. My own from Guyana too. Ooh, I see
Did
where
you
the
just say
attitude come in.
Guyana?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Guyana.
Did you just say
Yes.
He
Guyana?
said
All right, all right. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. It's Guyana.
Guyana.
For the
My
record, I
aunt
work
from
with a
there.
lot of Guyanese people too, but
Okay.
mostly the Indian ones. You know,
Okay.
they call
Yeah.
themselves Indians. They don't say black. They say Indians. Yeah.
Stop it.
That's why when I was like, it's all good. Like I'm cool with a lot of them, but they don't.
No, we love
They don't
them.
say.
We love them. We
They
love
don't-
everybody.
Yeah, they don't say. They don't say black. They say Indian. But
They're
it's all
East
good.
Indian. Mhm.
Right. I still eat the curry. It's all gravy to me.
And we make the curry. We all make the curry.
The curry is great.
You got two hands over here on that one. Word.
Yeah.
Talk.
Well, we know you like to eat because you just said that already. That after here, you got to go get you a big meal and all that.
Yeah, definitely got it something.
Word. So, all right. So y'all was in the medical field and in the law enforcement field. Y'all were childhood friends. Then y'all always was looking good, flashy, styling, doing y'all thing. So when the pandemic came, was it that y'all lost y'all jobs or something like that?
No. We were already past that stage in our lives.
Okay.
It's we just got together and started thinking like, what could we do together? And it had to be fashion.
Did it have anything to do with that PPP money?
Nah. We didn't use
Yo,
any
I didn't get a
PPP
PPP
money.
loan either.
Neither did
People
I.
kept saying,
Neither
you
did
should
I.
get a PPP
Neither
loan.
did
And I was like,
No.
you know what?
Know how many
I
people
looked
went to
into it, and the
jail
money
for
that they
that?
were saying that it wasn't really worth it. I'm like, if I get this, that ain't really no money. Like,
It's not gonna do
I gotta-
anything to
it's
change
not.
your
I gotta
life.
owe them all this time to get this little bit of money. I was like, y'all can have it. And dudes is now going to jail for that.
No,
Everything-
this was our hard
Right.
Everything
earned
about
savings.
that bus, we hustle
hard
do everything
to do
with that
it.
bus.
It looks
Yes,
like that on
we
that
did.
bus. That bus looks
Yes.
like that y'all really know what y'all doing and y'all
We
love
did.
this. That's just like me, my craft, when I'm doing music or I'm, you know what I'm saying, putting stuff out there. Like I love it so much that I do it. I get kind of sidetracked a little bit when editing. Like you gotta have an editing bug to stay editing. Do y'all ever feel at any time y'all be just one day I don't feel like doing it today or something like that? Y'all
Of
ever get like
course,
that?
it's human,
course.
and that's the
Yeah.
great thing about having a partner because you push each other.
Right.
Yeah, when I don't want to, she'll Kels.
Right.
I'm not playing this with you.
Word. So who are some of the people that y'all done clothed and styled and sold stuff to? Like I know a lot of people been on y'all bus. Y'all told me a couple famous people.
Who we sold to? What's his name? You say something.
Oh, you don't want to tell you? You don't want to?
Yeah.
Why? Because they it's not worth mentioning, or is it something like secretive? Because y'all got some dope stuff.
Thank you. We actually had
You know
Mr.
what it
Commodore
is?
promoters.
Right,
You saw
yes.
him,
right,
right?
definitely.
He was
And
on there.
you know what? Sometimes you have people come on the bus, and with everything, it's a give and take. Like I can say right now that I respect you. That when you meet us, you did exactly what you said you was gonna do.
Definitely.
You was gonna promote us. You did that.
You were gonna have
and
us on your
sometimes
show.
people come on the bus. You know, we would give them stuff to
Oh,
promote.
okay. Right.
And they
So I
don't-
understand.
And they go silent.
They go silent. They don't do their part.
yeah. So when I said that to you, y'all was probably after I left. Y'all was like, "Yeah, let's see what he do. He talking all that."
You
like,
know what? We
I'm saying
actually
it's real.
believed you.
Oh, okay.
No, we did.
All right,
We
cool.
believed you.
That's
So
what's up.
to
'Cause I
answer
keep
your
it a
question,
stack.
when you say some people that are known out there, yes, so that's why we wouldn't say anything
And I
because there's some
understand.
people that
Yes,
would
because
come,
if you're not promoting
they
it, what's
just
the point?
Exactly.
take the merchandise
Yeah,
and
I
just,
get that
yeah.
part.
And we'll see them wear the merchandise, but
And they don't big y'all up or nothing. Like
No,
if they on a
they
platform or
wouldn't.
nothing.
Yes,
but it's all a part of the game. We
it's
get
all
it.
part of it. We're not even upset
It's
about
not
it.
gonna stop
So
our
that-
hustle.
You know, that's why I got that song out called My Flowers, and it's called Give Me My Flowers While I'm Still Here, Not While I'm Dead. I Want My Love Now.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just
That's
saying.
what's up.
Don't
Yep.
try to big me up when I'm dead and gone.
And
if
I
you
can't
know
hear
about
it.
me now, or you got
Yeah.
some of my
Say
stuff,
something.
or you been on my
Yeah,
show,
facts,
or you got my
facts.
music and you know me, and I've been, don't not support me, and then when I die, you, oh, that was my guy, and I love him. I needed to hear that when I was alive.
And you know, and let me elaborate more on that. And another thing what I don't like, and I'm sure you experience
Yes.
that too. There's something out there with social media that if you don't have a certain amount of following, people don't think that what you
poppin'.
have is important or you popping or something
Or it has
like
the
that.
quality,
or you
like
don't have the
the
quality.
person that has the following.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You're
That's-
absolutely
that's
right.
a false narrative.
And you
right
shouldn't judge, you know, a brand based on the
On
amount
followers.
of followers
Yes.
that they have.
You know where I learned that was bullshit, right? It was one time in my career I would always go through what is it? I think it's LinkedIn. When
Okay.
LinkedIn
Okay,
started,
I
and I
heard
got a
that.
LinkedIn page, and I would be on LinkedIn, and I would always look at who is the biggest CEOs of these companies that I want to work with and things of that sort.
Yeah.
See, I'm giving people's jewels that's paying attention right now, and I would look for them on LinkedIn because only those prestigious people was on LinkedIn. It ain't just the regular,
Yeah.
you know, the YouTubers and all that. The bosses was on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn,
So
yeah.
I was searching them for LinkedIn, and as you search for them, they would have their Facebook, their Instagram, and everything. And when I would go to their Instagram page, they didn't have a lot of followers. So the people that are real tastemakers that's cutting the checks and getting the real money, they ain't really popular. As opposed to everybody's checking for the people with the most followers, but the ones who cut the checks and got the say so to sign stuff, they ain't got a lot
They're
of followers.
flying under the radar.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't worrying about all of that. You know, when you do all of the followers and like when people be buying the followers and the viewers and all that, that's just for looks. You look the part, but your work and your skill and your work ethic is what
That's
really
what's
matters.
That's
gonna
right.
When I
get
got
you
on that
far.
bus with y'all, I knew that y'all was serious about when I when I got
thank
on,
you.
when I walked up and seen it, and I seen you going to pump the gas, and then you was like, as you was pumping the gas, I was started asking you questions. You was like, talk to my partner, she's inside. I came right inside, and you wasn't dolled up or nothing
Nope.
like that, but you still was like, look, this is what it is. The footage is out there. Like, I'm
Yes,
telling you, like,
yes.
I really believe in what y'all
That's
doing,
what's up.
and I support y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
definitely. You
why
got
y'all
my
here today.
support. Like I
Word.
said, I rock whatever
They can
you
style
want me
you
to rock.
too.
Listen, it's all good. As long as the colors match. Because they don't match, you got an issue.
But they are stylists. Like,
No, I get that. I just
They
gotta
gonna make the
match.
colors
I'm
match.
sorry.
Rule number one is styling. If you have to match, no.
Exactly. You don't have to match.
No, you don't have to
There you
match.
go.
I need to be able to at least say something got to match somewhere. It might not be the same color, a little off, but something got to match. I like to look good.
I ain't gonna front.
We gonna make it fall together.
Okay.
I can't lie.
He the type that's gonna wear a whole full linen suit, a whole linen suit out here, one color with the shoes the same color. And a
I put it
fedora
like
hat.
this. If I had to go to an event and the colors was orange, yellow, and white, I matched it. Orange hat, yellow tie, white shirt with the yellow
he
stripes
already-
in
he
it.
already knows
He's
his
gonna
stuff.
show us he can
That's the
style.
Mets
He like,
colors,
listen,
that's the Mets
I
colors.
had the yellow shoes on,
Okay.
white pants. So yeah,
We talking
Don't
about
play with him.
out here. You know what I mean?
He's like, don't play with me.
All right, so
don't do that to me.
Before I get into
Don't
it,
do that.
All right.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Colors. Okay,
Don't
Mr.
do
Colors.
that.
Okay.
Drop some bars
Out of
on us
style.
about this matching
Out of style,
stuff.
Jamaican colors, Allen colors. You put on a party like whoop. These are stuff you see on the flyer when they tell you on a boat ride. Are you serious? No, you're not gonna come with me like that.
this
No,
Gospel Gabe, y'all, we talking to. He's a gospel rapper,
It's good,
but
y'all.
it's hard rap. It's not no. Y'all heard us open the show with it. It's fire. Y'all gotta definitely check him out on his page. Tell him your page real quick.
Yeah, just go to Gospel Gabe and it's Instagram Gospel
Underscore
_Gabe.
Gabe. Yeah, get your
know what
joint
I'm
right.
saying? You can go to Gabriel Wilson, my Facebook. Like I said, y'all, it's real. I love God. I love people. Like I said, hip hop's my roots. I trust God. God could bind it. I have a song out now called Godly Hip Hop dropping on the 20th. It's not out yet.
Were you always a gospel rapper?
No, I was a secular rapper.
What did you call it?
Secular.
Secular?
Secular.
Secular.
Secular rapper. Yes.
Secular.
Yes.
All right, now describe to the people what's a secular rapper.
Secular rapping, cursing, anything that's not of God. You talking about any and everything. I guess guns, conscious stuff that's not of anything important, but it's secular. Basically, it's like listening to like Drake, listening to some of these other artists that's out now. That's secular rapping. Me, I do gospel rap, gospel hip hop. Love God, love hip hop from the 80s. That's what I love, the flow and all that. That's why.
So you you're a rapper from back in the golden era.
I like one of those.
Are you one of them guys that don't like telling your age?
I tell my age.
How old
I'm
are
44.
you? Okay, you 40. Oh, you young, bro.
I'm 44. I'll be 45.
Yeah.
I'm
Like, he's
being
like, I'm
young.
45.
He's a baby.
He's like, I'm
Listen,
44.
say what you want to
He's
say.
a
man.
baby.
Word up.
I'll be a
But I said
baby.
you
It's
young,
all
bro.
good. I ain't ashamed of my age when I was born. That's, you know,
I mean?
When you gonna be 45?
February.
Oh, your birthday coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What day?
22nd.
What is that, Pisces or something like
Yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
That's a Pisces.
Right.
She knows all about her horoscopes.
Oh, I love.
I don't know horoscopes. I just know the signs. I don't know no
Signs,
horoscopes.
yeah.
I don't know.
And what
I
are
don't
you?
deal with too much either.
Me, August 22nd.
August. That's Leo. And you?
Cat baby.
Oh, Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So your joint just passed or
Yes.
something,
No,
right?
it's coming up
Oh, it's
the
coming up.
19th.
Oh, so what you doing for your birthday?
That's my son. That's
Please, what are you doing for your birthday?
That is Capricorn.
you
That
going out of
is
town or
my
something?
son mother. Yes.
Oh, so you know about Capricorns.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
The
you know
past
about
3
Capricorn?
birthdays we spend it together, but this year,
You know
What is
that.
it? It's a big one? Every year is a big one, but is this one of those big numbers?
don't tell.
I know. If
Don't
y'all
tell,
doing
don't
something
tell.
big, I got to be invited. Make sure I'm invited.
Oh, you will always
Definitely.
be invited.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming.
You have the pass.
Yes.
I put
definitely.
it
Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
more quiet.
Yeah, she doesn't like a fuss.
Oh, so you don't really do
no.
the parties and stuff like that? And
No.
so
No,
you
she's
go out
a-
of town and do y'all do it?
She's
We
a,
usually do getaways by ourselves.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
Yeah,
cool.
always-
she's a house person. I know who she is. She's homebody.
Oh, because right, his son's mother. You got a son or a daughter?
Oh, son,
His-
27.
his son's mother-
Homebody. Well, what's that
he
song by
hit
Monica?
it right on the nail.
Yeah.
He did. He really
What's
did.
that song by Monica? Just one of them days that the girls go through.
What's that? You and your
That's
lady's
her.
favorite song?
No, that's her. I promise you. Let her go do something and she got to think about it. Got to get her emotions right.
9. I ain't
Not
that
you?
9. That Capricorn. No.
All right, but
Well, I'm a Taurus. If y'all know anything about Taurus.
Lord, I love Taurus.
Ah, see, yeah.
No, she don't. She has a Taurus that's tormenting her.
Oh, yeah. That's because
Don't
we
listen to
love so
her.
hard.
No, of course she's gonna love him. He came out of her body.
Oh, it's your son. Okay. Well, he's gonna, of course. Yo,
I love him too. I love him too.
definitely
No.
love our mothers.
I love him too.
Wrong or
I
right
do.
or
I love
indifferent,
him
we
too.
love our
What-
mothers.
When is your birthday?
May 12th. Yeah, I'm in the right in the part of May. I'm a May baby. Word. That's
It's all
a fact.
good. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
know what I mean?
Word up. So you have a son,
2 sons.
2 sons, and you?
I have one biological daughter and 2 stepkids.
Okay,
Boy and
all right.
girl. He's a
Nice.
Taurus.
Oh, that's
Nice.
strong arm emoji.
And my husband is a Taurus.
Oh, so you know about us then. You know? Yeah, that's good. That y'all getting along great and
Yeah.
stuff. And you have one child.
One son, 27. He is Sagittarius.
Oh, okay. My mom's is a Sagittarius.
You know what I mean?
And my ex-wife is a
Oh
Sagittarius.
boy, oh.
But let's get to my ex-wife because I have two biological sons and one son that I raised and thought it was my son.
Oh, nice.
And I found out just last year that is not my son.
He is your son.
Well, not
You
my
raised
son
them.
biologically, but
You're-
he's not my son biologically, but he's my son out of love and emotionally.
Nice.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
so
But
can I
saying?
know
ask a
it, but I
question?
know
you-
What
let's
made
ask
you
it.
decide to find that out?
Because
Or
as an
someone told
adult,
You want to know.
No, it's not about me wanting to know. I was questioning it because as an
okay.
adult, he wasn't moving like I felt my son should be moving. So
Okay.
when he's a child, you can't tell because you're just trying to be a dad and you just loving and everything like that. But when a person becomes a man, their mannerisms.
You're not seeing any of you
exactly.
in the child.
And that's a fact. Like when people say, I don't see myself in you, like I wasn't.
And it
it
comes
turns out
down
that
to
I was
you
right.
So did
wanted
that?
to know,
How did that
'cause you
change
said it was
your
triggering that.
relationship?
Well, it didn't change my because this son that I'm speaking of, he was raised more so in Trinidad.
Oh,
I was
okay.
married to his mom's in America.
Okay.
And then we broke up. I actually
moved
caught
to
her cheating,
Trinidad.
and she moved to Trinidad.
Okay.
So then my son grew up out there, but he's dual citizen. I flew him back and forth. I visited Trinidad multiple times, and I've done everything I needed to do financially for them and everything. But turns out it was a jacket put on me. Yeah.
It's all good, brother.
But I
caught
still
a
love him and
jacket.
everything.
It's
but
okay.
you know what I mean?
You're hard
He's
to-
biological. See, me, I grew up without a father, so my whole thing, like I said, I got the horse series. I practically documented my kids' lives.
Nice.
So when I put
Nice.
stuff out, whatever it is they do, school, sports, us doing stuff. I was managing the 2 young ones. They were rapping. I got endless hours of footage of my life with my kids.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But I'm all about like my biological children, even though every woman that I've ever been with in relationship with, they had a child before me and I was their father, stepfather, or whatever the case may be. But to think you have a son and then a granddaughter biologically, and then to find out 2
That it's
decades and
not
a half
even-
later that
yeah.
that's not what it is, now I'm like, so we both kind of going through something right now. So he's he's figuring things out as well as I'm figuring things out. You know what I'm saying? At
Well,
this point,
brother, you
because this is
did a
still
job
fresh in
most
me.
men won't do. Because I'm
right.
being honest with that. My son, love him to death. But if he wasn't mine, I would have to sit here and really think. Because that's hard. A lot of men don't want to raise another man's child.
Well, I didn't know he wasn't my
So-
child. I thought he was.
You know, like I said, you did your thing, bro. Don't ever.
But you have
feel
to
bad
remember
about
too
that.
that child was innocent.
Oh yeah,
Right.
the child
The
is
child is
innocent.
innocent.
It's
So
the
now I know
mom's
he's
fault.
But I'm
going through
happy
something
that
right
you
now.
went through it as an adult.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna go through it because
Yeah, because now he's questioning his whole
Yeah.
who he
His
is
whole
and stuff
identity
like
And a
that.
lot of-
is not what he
Exactly.
thought
trust.
it was.
It's a lot of trust issues with that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
A lot of
That'll-
trust.
And,
that
now,
got
and he's
broken
raising
on
a
both
daughter
parts.
too.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot. Now I want to try to do as much as I can for him, but I feel like at the older age that you are, you're already a man now, so you got to kind of like fend for yourself. And then to find that news out that I was lied to that whole time, I really can't. Because, y'all from the Caribbean. So, when you got a Caribbean family and a Caribbean connect out there, you being an American or from America,
Call you
you're
a
kind of
Yankee.
like not a Yankee. It's like you're kind of like a financial backing
Yes.
to your Caribbean family.
It's true.
True.
So to find out that you've been lied to all these years after being a financial
The
backing, and now
betrayal,
it's like,
yeah.
do I really? Especially now you grown, it ain't my really responsibility anyway
Yeah,
now because
exactly,
you grown and I did
exactly.
everything I needed to do. Even if you biologically was, I still took care of you till you was an adult, and it ain't really my job as a man anymore. Even if you are biologically my kid, but to find out that you're not, it's almost like, why would I have to do anything now? You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot. Me and him, I feel that we're going through individually that we got to deal with. But I know he's still out there dealing with that news with his moms and everything he's going through. But
Just pray for that. 'cause know
I just
many
brought that up
people
because
like
we
that.
were just talking about
Yeah.
having
No.
kids and, you know what I'm saying, my situation. But I want to get into some topics and things of that sort because when I spoke to you, Gospel Gabe, I posted something about a lot of the migrants coming in, like from South America, and they were giving out, like throwing away, I should say, like a ton of food every day out of these hotels that they're putting them in. Mind you, these are 500. Some of these hotels are $500 a night hotels that they're staying in for free, and they're getting food, but they don't like the food they're getting. So a ton of food is being thrown away every day in all of these hotels that all of the migrants are coming in. And when I posted it, a lot of people had stuff to say. And Gabe, you said that you are doing security in one of these hotels. So could you elaborate on what's going on?
All right, so first what I'm going to do is remind y'all from where I came from before I got there. So you can have when I got there, I understood what it was. I used to work with the inmates coming in a transitional housing from people coming from jail. We used to help out with them, do security with them, whatever. And, we just do what we do. Now we left that, switched over. The immigrants, when they come there, they don't speak a lot of English already. That's one. So we use Google Translate. I do.
So when they talk, they talking to your phone?
No, I type in and they just, understand it because translate from Spanish to English.
Oh, okay, but it's the only text. It's not talking, verbal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they come, they ain't always aware of what's going on. They just want to get in. A lot of them have friends and family out here already. They stay with them. So when this program opened up, a lot of them found out because people talk.
Of course they're going to tell their family. They shipping people in and they giving you everything. Make sure you're on that bus.
So what happened was a lot of people came down to these hotels. When they came down, they registered them, got rooms. But you got to have a kid. You can't just come in there regular.
So you think some of these people came with their nieces and nephews instead of their own kids?
I wouldn't be surprised, but hey, it's all love.
Because we don't know their birth certificates, so how we going to know?
Like I said, it's all good though.
Right.
In my mind, everyone needs help.
Okay.
I needed help before. You needed help. We all needed help. So in my mind, we going to do what we do. But here's the thing, like you said, the food get thrown out. Fights. They get drunk. Domestic violence.
What's the main drinks of choice that you see over there? Bottles of what?
Oh, it depends. It could be tequila, Corona. It could be any kind of liquor. They come out, get drunk, come back in, and
it's crazy. But we already knew that about, I don't want to just say Mexicans, because there's a lot of Venezuelan people and stuff like that coming in too, right? But we know they all get drunk and be going crazy and laying out on the street and all that. That's typical. We've been knew about that.
But the crazy thing with the food, they don't want to eat all that food in there. Some of the food in there is just...
Is it bad food that they shouldn't be eating?
It's regular food. Bagels, little snacks for the kids. There's no hot meals. Oh. So what they probably throwing out is stuff that's not hot meals that they don't want. So now it's dinner time, 6 p.m., right? Your household.
And they want to cook that arroz con pollo and that rice and beans. And
you may have, you may
like
have chicken
and all that.
Rice and beans. Yeah. You may have something good on the stove.
Because Rosanna Scotto from Fox 5 is where I got the post from. She said that they've been cooking a lot of food on hot plates, which they're not supposed to do.
They're not supposed to cook it all. I'm assuming
that that's what they're doing. They cooking chicken and rice and the stuff that they
eat. So now you're not supposed to cook because fire.
They can start a fire, right?
Exactly.
Hotels are burned down. I got you.
Exactly. Like
lives
you
can
said,
be lost.
$500 or more. So exactly, I'm working one now. One night at this hotel was like $600, $700 for a night. So they come, bring food from outside, pizza, chicken, halal food, McDonald's. Like they bring all this stuff.
But where they getting all this money from?
Like I said, we don't know. But
what you mean you don't know? You was security there. You don't be speaking to them or nothing like that.
We ain't allowed to speak with them about where they get their stuff from.
So they just got here and all of a sudden they got money to buy fast food? Like we know living here, fast food is expensive. Do they get
like a stipend?
Maybe, like I said, for me.
Of course they are.
I gotta make sure.
I figured he would know.
Listen, some do things. We know that. I can't act like I'm dumb.
That's why I got you here, because I want you to tell me the facts.
Because they do
You're
that.
Somebody like in that. So
they
I want
do
the
inside scoop.
Yes.
No, they do that. Some do. Like I could actually say in one building, you actually have a woman being a prostitute in the building.
Well, I suspect that sex sells everywhere.
But like I said though, they doing whatever they got to do to get money. Some of them are doing stuff. Now here's the thing: the kids is in the building. running around. A lot of people being tested positive for COVID. There've been stabbings. There've been people getting arrested. So it's a
Latin people in them Nas, boy, they know how to pokey. Pokey.
I ain't messing with you.
It's real. Like, you got to be 100 on the show.
Nah,
Yo,
but it's just the truth, though. At the end of the day, stuff I see really does bother me because they come there looking for help and they don't have no programs for them to get help.
So hold up. So they bringing in thousands of people, housing them, feeding them, and there's no plan to do nothing?
No plan. And if it is a plan, they ain't implementing it. I promise you that much.
Wow.
I'm there.
What do y'all think about that? Because y'all
It's
from
crazy.
Guyana. Y'all are Guyanese.
It's crazy.
So y'all empathize with people coming from different countries and coming to America. So I want to hear y'all take on it. Being tax-paying business owners
And
out
it's
here.
our money paying for that. That's the
I
crazy
wanna hear what
thing.
they gotta say.
Let me say this: immigrants is what build America. It's what build America.
Exactly.
Repeat
America
that
would
again.
not-
Let them know.
America would not be who it is without immigrants.
Yes.
But that being said, I have a problem, not because they're coming in. I have a problem with how they're coming in because I feel like it's just for a certain type of people.
There's a
Because we're
double
not going to forget
standard.
what they did to the Haitians.
Yup. They left them. They sent them right back.
I didn't
Right
see
back.
no bus.
Nope. They was not letting them come in.
So
Then right
my
after
thing
that,
is-
they let all of the Mexicans come in. They let all of the people that's in that war, Russia and all of them,
Yes,
they
they did.
all get to come here, get
So,
money, everything. So yes.
my thing
I'm
on
glad
that-
you brought that up.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the case, I want it to be for every single one, not just for one group, for all groups. If that's,
That's
the way
crazy
we're
because
going
if
to
they
let
let
them
everybody in, then we're
We in
back building
America.
off the
No,
shores.
but,
It's too many of us.
We in
also
America.
I feel like we should work on our problem here first.
There you go.
We should
Oh,
work on
that's a
our
must.
problem here first.
Yes.
And I know I'm going to probably get a lot of flack for this.
Say how you feel here.
I've traveled. When I go to different countries, right, and I'm lost, I don't know where I'm going, I am given direction in that country's language. If you come into an English-speaking country,
You should know English.
at least try and learn it. It shouldn't be that I don't want to learn it. You can still hold on to your culture
Right.
and hold on to that, but if it's, you have to still respect the country
Yes,
that
you
you're
do.
in.
Because I've been to a lot of
Because-
different countries and
And the reason why I say that, because now as taxpayers, your money is going into things that it shouldn't have to go into
Yup,
things.
yup.
Like, for example, if you want to go
Preach.
and get public assistance, right? Now, the taxpayers is the one that is assisting you with,
Right.
with public assistance.
Correct.
Right? You can get it in any form, any language, any language. Do you know how much millions and billions and billions of dollars is, we're paying as taxpayers
Yes.
to get that in all those different type of languages? It should be like, okay, if you want
to be here,
be
you should
here,
know how,
you want us
should
to
know this
help
language.
us, find somebody that can help you in English and assist you. You know what I mean? And it's not fair that whether you're American, you're an immigrant or whatever, if we all have the qualifications for a job, and just because you speak another language, but you may not be as qualified as the others,
Right.
you get that job because you speak another language, but it's a English-speaking country. Let it
Right.
make sense.
Yeah.
I know. It
just-
makes perfect sense. It makes
What
perfect
you
My
think about
opinion.
that, Kels?
I don't know.
But wait, before y'all Latinos come with your knife, I love y'all. Y'all know I love
Nah,
y'all.
so what? It is what it is.
It makes perfect sense.
It does make sense, but so all right, we take away the translators. What happened to their jobs?
I'm not saying you don't have to take them away. I'm just saying at least learn the language. We
Well-
can be bilingual. We could still be a bilingual country, but you still have to learn. Some people are here for years and they will refuse. And it's not just about,
No,
I don't
you're
want
right.
people to feel like I'm targeting Spanish. You know what I mean? It's about, whether you're Russian, whether you're Haitian,
like
you
there's a
Chinese,
Chinatown,
whatever it
there's
is.
like a Russia
Yeah.
town.
You know what I mean?
There's
That's
a
true.
You
That's
should,
Spanish
you should
town.
be able to learn,
Right.
at
People
least
that been there
make
for
some
20
type of
years still can't
some
speak
type of
English, and I'm like,
attempt
how?
to learn the language. And it's not even
Yeah,
again
that
like when
is
you
so
in law
true. We
enforcement.
ain't lying about that
Sometimes
one.
some people, you go, they really need help. You have to wait to get someone to translate to them. You know what I mean? And I understand if you just come and you have to learn the language, I get it. But I'm talking about people who's been here 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they just refuse to learn the language.
That's because America's so good at helping everybody keep their own what I want to call it, heritage or their ethnicity.
Yeah.
And they just cater to everybody. Except the people that really are here, you know what I'm saying? So that's the issue that I have with it. But in the same breath, I understand because when I was younger, I was a little kid growing up in the welfare system.
I was on welfare myself, so I know what it was like.
I lived in Travelers Hotel. When I moved from Brooklyn after living with a bunch of family members, me and my moms and my siblings, we moved to Queens and we moved right to a welfare hotel, Travelers Hotel. It just happened to be in a neighborhood that had a lot of rappers that was there, and I wound up going to school there and saw a lot of the celebrities back then in the 80s, and I was so wowed out by it that, you know what I mean, I got hooked on hip-hop culture, but I grew up in welfare hotels and shelters and stuff like that. So you ended up
in Queens?
Yeah, in Queens.
Okay.
You know what's crazy part? I don't understand. Like you said, 20 years here, 20 years, you don't want to learn nothing. But I find it very difficult when you sitting here don't want to learn nothing. So now you want to keep your language because you don't want to interact with no one of no other culture because your language you feel is part of you, which it is. That's any one of us. But you need to learn. There's no way. You want to ask someone to help you. I get this every day. I could go outside, someone is going to come up to me who speak a whole nother language. Where this, they ask for an address. I don't know how to speak their language. That's what I do. So I say, okay, show me. I said, show me. Like I do something like this, show me, because I need to see. You got an address, where you want to go. They show me. So
it's weird you said that because I went to the DMV one time and a dude from like Pakistan or he was like Bangladeshian or something like that. He came up to me. He was like, "Oh, could you help me? I don't know." And he was like, had me help him fill out the driver's license stuff.
That's the crazy thing.
Like how you don't know the language, but you getting a driver's license?
Yo, I'm telling you.
And I felt bad for the dude, so I kind of like helped him and wrote stuff down on a piece of paper for him. But he was like, "I don't understand. Could you tell me where I do?" And I'm like,
well, you see, all of that is fine, but at least are you going to try and do something later on? Are you still going to try and learn the language?
I think a lot of people come here just for the opportunity. I don't think they care about knowing English or anything. Because if it's a way that they can just dupe knowing this country's language but still make the money, they will. That's why you got people here that don't know the language, but they're still working at jobs to making them dineros or those yens and them pesos.
That's true. And they have a lot of them becoming millionaires and they still don't know the language.
Well, with that, I blame the government for that. Because I feel like if you come over here, like for example, they would build
You a Republican
companies.
or Democrat?
Well, me, I'm demo all the way. Right, but it doesn't mean that.
Were y'all Trump fans or no?
I would have.
Listen,
I would have like just keep it 100, y'all.
I would have preferred Trump over Biden.
Okay,
you know
I can't lie about that.
I would say this about Trump. I am not a Trump fan. The problem with Trump, his delivery was just all the way wrong.
We're New Yorkers. We deliver like that.
Exactly.
Yes, but I'm just saying. But on the stage that he was on, he could not be speaking the way how he speaks. But
everybody's not the same.
Exactly.
I understand that, but he would just. It was just sometimes he just needed to just scale it a little bit back.
Yeah, some of the dumb things he said.
I could appreciate
I agree with that.
The fact knowing that, okay, he know that he's a racist. We all know that he's a racist.
All of them are.
I'm not saying that but I could appreciate that. He was just blunt about it.
Yeah.
He's from Queens.
You gotta respect the man from being blunt.
Queens, right?
You gotta respect it.
Okay.
You know what his father did in Coney Island?
We know what his father did, but at the same time, look at what Biden did. You go on YouTube and you'll see videos of him not wanting his family around us.
But go back to what I was saying when I say
nothing better.
Oh God.
Go back to what I was saying when I was saying that I blamed the what you call it, the government.
Right.
Because if you were in this country and you created a business, a multi-billion billion-dollar business or whatever.
Correct.
You should not be able to, like, for example, go outside of the United States without there being a penalty. Like for example, like with Apple, right? Apple get their stuff made in China,
right?
And it should be a penalty for that.
But that's what he was all about. Trump was about that. Like all of this import export stuff, y'all got to pay us to sell in our country.
It should
we get
be a
everything
penalty
made
for
over there,
that.
but now y'all got to pay us an extra tax. We want that money. It got to be about us. So he's like, if y'all don't want to build and create jobs here for us Americans, and y'all go outside of there, we want to tax you. We need that tax. We don't give a damn how much made in China, made
We
in
don't care.
Bangladesh,
But-
made in wherever.
but that's
we
what I was
want
saying.
our
That's the
just
problem.
because y'all making money off of us here.
And that's
he's
the problem.
a shrewd businessman that's for his home team.
And it's the
I don't
same-
understand why people
It's
were
the
so
same
hard
thing
on
with
him.
like with the foreign exchange students.
Right.
They would come here, get their education, and then they would leave. They
Yes.
would go somewhere else. But it should be some type of accountability. It's like,
Yes.
okay, if we give you the goddamn education, we're going to get something out of you.
Yeah.
That's where the
And
government
most
is.
countries require that you get an education. In
Yes,
other places, like
that's
you have
true.
to work with us for 5 years. You have to put something back into the country.
Yes. That
we
is
don't
cr-
require that.
But
That's
see,
a good way to put
we
it.
don't.
But
Instead
it's
of just paying your
Yeah.
little
Land
your
of the
loan.
free.
And a lot of them is getting free schooling here. They're
Yes.
getting scholarships
Yes.
because of their brain, and then they just taking that degree
And they
going
go
back
right
and
back
Then
wherever.
they
to
go
their-
back,
yeah.
go back to their
So
country.
yeah,
and that's,
y'all on the same page.
that's
Land of the
crazy.
free.
See, I like what y'all talking about.
Land of the free. That's what they call it, right?
Now look, Gospel Gabe, are you like a pastor or something like that?
Nah, no pastor, no
Okay.
title. I'm a prayer warrior.
Do
I
you
pray
go to
for
church
you.
every Sunday?
I go to church. Yes, I do.
So you went to church today?
Yes, I have.
He came from straight
Oh,
from
you came
church.
straight from church?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you could be in church wearing jewelry and all that. Like, well,
Listen.
Bishop Whitehead did it. Well, what am I
No,
talking
no, no,
about?
no, no. See, here's
Lord.
the
What do you
difference.
think about him?
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
no, we ain't going there. We ain't going there.
No, we can talk
We are
about
going to
that.
that.
Well,
First
listen,
of
I'm gonna
all-
tell you about me. First, I blame hip hop for this because I liked how the rappers used to rap with the chain back in the days. So that's
so
that.
Bishop Whitehead like
That's
rappers
that
too.
with that.
I got a better one for
but
you.
as far as that go,
Let him finish
what
and I'ma go to
happened
you.
with him? Sad, hey, but he alive. He just, in my opinion, you lived.
You talking about the robbery?
Yeah.
I'm talking about him also scamming the lady out the 90,000.
Well,
allegedly.
yeah, he got to pay for that. He got to pay for that. I'm sorry. I don't like people who steal, rob, scam. You got to scheme. You got to do something sneaky to get over. I don't like people like that.
So is he a man of God, or is he just
If
have
he
to
is a
repent
man-
after the fact
Here's the problem. See, a lot of people will use religion,
to get
use
tax free
God.
everything?
Some people do.
So
Sad.
is he really?
It's
So is he
sad.
really doing something wrong?
I don't know. I can't tell
Praying
you.
off
I
of
don't know the
people's
man. I don't
faiths?
know the man personally, and I ain't gonna say he.
But
ain't,
you
he
in the
is.
church like that? That's
But
what I'm
my
asking
thing is, if he is, he's got to pay for that. I don't care if you're a pastor or not. You did something wrong that was wrong. You knew it was wrong, morally, mentally, and physically. You knew.
Right.
Ain't no getting around that. I'm sorry. If you stole from me, and I know you stole from me, and you knew you did, ain't no getting around that. So at the end of the day, you got to pay for that. Either we throw hands.
Throw hands.
No, I'm being I'm being honest because you stole from me.
All right.
I'm being honest. Or
got
I'll
you.
get you locked up, something from stealing, right?
Right.
It's just being real. There's a consequence for whatever action that happens.
And that's in the Bible.
So it's not. I'm not being funny about it. I'm not saying that what he did is wrong because I don't condone stealing. That's just what I don't do.
You don't
I'm
condone
sorry.
nothing like of
I
evil.
don't. No, I don't.
I got you.
I don't. I can't.
I
I got
understand.
robbed before, gunpoint, knife point. I had a fight, lost stuff, and I had people
How did that
try
make
to,
you feel?
It didn't make me feel mad. I felt mad, but I was like, wow, for real?
Did you forgive them?
I forgave, but like I said, when I seen them, they understood my energy was not the same from before. So they didn't come to me with it. They left, they didn't come to my path.
Did
'Cause
you
they
make a song about it?
I didn't have to.
You didn't rap about your
I ain't
experiences?
have
in
have
the Lord's
to.
way?
You know why? Because I let God have it. And the stuff that happened to them, I can actually say I wouldn't want happen to me.
Okay. So then the
So
the
I'm
deed
alright
was
with
done
that.
and everybody was forgiven. Everybody.
Yeah,
everything
like I
was-
said, you got one life.
Okay.
You can throw it away, or you can use it to, benefit God, and He'll bless you, help people, be a blessing, love people, no matter how different. It's just what it is. Because when I die, I want to go to heaven. I'm sorry, I can't speak for no one else. I want to go to heaven. That's
And I
my
understand
final
that.
destination.
Got you.
When I gotta go on that ground and they reading my eulogy and I got people crying, I want to go to heaven. I'm sorry.
Amen.
sorry. You don't have to be
Amen to
No,
that.
I can't play with that.
Amen to that. Now, Miko, I want to hear what you got to say about Bishop Whitehead.
I think she been shooting shots.
First thing first, in the Bible it says, "Come as you are." When you serve God, people has this thing that where they feel that because you serve God or that you have to look a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, and that is farthest from the truth. I mean, that's the way how he likes to dress. He's into material things and stuff like that. That's on him.
Right.
And when you go to church, I know, like for me, when I go to church, I go for the word.
Amen.
People can look however they want to look.
Yes.
Go there
but
for
I'm
God.
there for. But I'm there for the word.
But
and
I know
think,
you went to church looking good. I know you did.
why not? Because when I'm out of church, you know what I mean, I look good. So who's to say that, you know what I mean, when I'm serving God, that I can't look good serving
Right.
Him?
Ain't nothing wrong
So
with that. I have nothing wrong with his Gucci suits and his
No.
Louis suits and his chains. I met him first. I met him in Rockaway. DJ Magic from Hot 97, and I'm not just name dropping. I'm telling a story. Magic was there doing something for the community. I think it was around either Christmas time or something. Give back. Magic always gives a give back. And Bishop Lamar Whitehead was there with his Rolls Royce pulled up on the side next to the police barricade and everything. And I'm there. As soon as I see something like that and I know Magic, I'll pull out my camera. Like, let me get some grindhard footage of this for the community. And I see Lamar Whitehead and I'm like, yo, what's up? I walk up on him like, yo, what's up? What's your name? You a rapper or something? He's like, no, I'm not a rapper. I said, can I get a drop from you for Grindhard TV? He said, only if you come to my church. I was like, what? Word. Like, and when I saw him, I thought he was a famous rapper or a rich rapper. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know who he was, but I just thought he was artist, entertainment that had money. That's what I looked at when I seen him.
I saw his live when he was going back and forth with that lady, and I was like, oh.
I had that on the show one time.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
that's the part I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what God you praying to, but the Lord that I know. No.
And he called dude a faggot and everything.
No.
He was like, "Cause you're a homo." He said, "You talk that homosexual stuff because you're a faggot." That's right. I said it. You know you're a faggot. And I was like, I know you could get upset about what happened and you want to go at people, but some of the things he was saying brought him back into worldly. Like, they say, God is spiritual, but then we all live in the flesh worldly. And he definitely showed he was worldly right there.
There's a scripture in the Bible that said, don't let the worldly conversations, I forgot what it is. What was it? It said, don't let corrupt conversations lead you to say the wrong thing.
See? Y'all know them Bible scriptures.
I see, that's the thing. See, it's like
you know what? I just want to say one thing.
But you have to understand too, is that like you was going back and you was talking about he let the worldly stuff, what you call it, get to him.
Yeah, you know where I was.
As a pastor, I'm not one. But when you're a pastor, I am assuming, okay, you live and breathe the word, the text. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Give me some depth.
That's why some Christians, I'm talking about real Christians.
Right.
They don't have to say that they're a Christian. They can walk in the room
and they're gonna know.
And you know.
The presence
and it may
will
not
show
even
it.
be the way
That's
they
the
dress,
thing. Yes.
right? It's just the way they carry themselves.
Exactly.
From the way they speak. You can know it's just that energy is everything.
Right.
And like with him, I think that was just missing. And when you're a pastor, it's just certain things you just don't do. You're human, but it's just certain things that you just don't do. I'm not saying that you know what I mean, that things can't happen, but if you're living, speaking, breathing, and you have that spirit in you, certain things just doesn't come to you. It just don't. It just don't, and it has nothing to do about putting you on a pedestal or anything. If you're practicing being good all the time, and you're living a lifestyle, you know what I mean? It naturally, eventually is going to come to you. It's like with me. Sometimes I curse, and it's something I'm trying to work on. But guess what? When I start practicing, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to curse anymore. I don't want to curse. Guess what? I stop cursing, right? Because, your heart, your mind, and your heart, it have to be in sync. Those three things always have to be in sync. If they're not in sync, that's when you're going to have.
See, here's a beautiful thing about what you just said, and I respect it. You ain't lie about you don't curse sometimes. So you know how many people will sit there and say, I don't curse at all. then I hear them cursing. I sit there like, listen, you got some things to deal with like we all do. Just submit it. We got problems. We got issues. We human. None of us here.
But is there something wrong with cursing though?
No.
No. But what I'm
You think so?
If it's the thank you.
That's what I'm getting
Why
at.
are you so quiet, Kels?
Thank you.
I'm gonna listen to the
Oh, okay.
experts.
What I'm saying is, she said the truth.
Oh,
She
Of course,
admitted
you're
the
speaking
truth.
nothing but facts
Yeah.
here.
So now, if you could admit the truth that you have an issue with something, that's saying that I'm working on it. You're not afraid to admit it. That's the beautiful part.
So should I admit that
You know,
I'm so focused on success that I don't give a fuck about nothing unless if it ain't my kids,
like I said, that's you.
nothing's gonna stop me from going where I need to go.
Like I said, but that's you. See, you honest. I realized one thing with life. Be honest. You might not like what I say. You might not understand why I say it. You might not see what I see when I say it, but I'm honest. I know who I am. She know who she is. You know who you are.
Now I got a question for you. So how long you been doing gospel hip hop?
I've been doing gospel hip hop since 2015.
Now what's your main goal in you dropping music and putting stuff out and doing shows? What do you want out of that?
For me,
Yes.
I want people, everybody, I don't care who you are. I want people to find God. Yes, I do. I want people to go to heaven. Yes, I do. And I know I'm on assignment, so if I can help someone find God, one person, I did something right. Now, for me, music-wise, I just want people to find God through my music. I want them to hear my testimony. I want them to hear real-life stuff because all the music I write is real life about something happened to someone or people going through something. I got songs about suicide, not to do it. I got songs where your heart was hurting, pains no one knew about, stories that never talked.
Now, are you putting this music out? Like, is it out there already? Videos and everything like that?
Well, I put music out. I put out an album, and for me, I felt good because I did something I ain't never did before.
So the album's out right now?
Yeah.
Could we look it up and it'll
Yeah.
be in it? All right, so we should go into...
You can actually look it up. Like
All
I
right.
said, for me, it's just trying to let people know it don't matter what your lifestyle is, who you are, what you did, what your past is. I don't care if you was on drugs, you was a prostitute, you been in and out of jail. I don't care what you did, what you are, who you are. I don't care what it could be. The God I know and serve will forgive you. You just gotta repent, turn from your wicked ways. It don't matter how it is, He will forgive you. You think God don't know you ain't perfect? You think He don't know this already?
We know
He knows already.
Everybody knows
So-
that's out here doing wicked stuff.
But
But
here's-
some people don't. Is not really into the Lord like that, or Allah, or Buddha, or whatever it is that they choose to worship. They don't care, and they just do what they got to do
I'm
to
gonna
get
tell
by
y'all
and
something.
survive.
I used
You know
to
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
church high. Yeah, I used to wake up, smoke a blunt, and go to church. That's right.
Now you don't smoke weed no more.
No more. I used to do that.
Okay,
And I ain't afraid to admit it because
it is what it is. That ain't something to be trying to hide
that's
anyway.
the truth.
No, but you just proved that just because you go to church doesn't mean you're perfect, and you're in that building doesn't mean you're perfect.
Correct.
Because you just now said you go to church being high.
That was past the past.
I know, but I'm just saying. You heard what I said? I said you just proved.
Right.
Yeah, that
Just because you're in the church and you go to church, that doesn't make you better than someone else that is not in the church. or
Exactly.
Now, when you was
Exactly.
going to church and
Because
you was
you said you
high,
go to
did
church
you feel
high.
like you was doing something wrong?
I didn't feel like it, but it was something wrong, and God understood. See, God takes you who you are, like she said. Come as you are. So if you come as a drunk, God's got to accept that because you are coming to church. Why you're coming to church? To get help, to seek the word, not to see you, not to see her, not to see him, not to see the drummer, not to see the deaconess. You coming to find the word of God. You coming to find God so you can get blessed, so you can have your life changed. There's a word maybe that'll help you, that'll knock some sense into you that you may need. We all needed that before in our life. So that's why people come.
And it's seeking Him, and it's reason why now you don't go to church high, right?
Exactly.
See?
All right. Well, I see that you obviously are y'all both are God-fearing women, but you more of like a preacher-esque type of God fearing woman.
I get that more than anything.
No, but we want to get what she want to say. We know you like to talk. We got you, but you seem like when you in church, like you could be up at that pew saying something, reading those scriptures off the top of your head. Is that something that you always looked at doing, being a preacher? Or?
It's just something about, I feel like if you love the Lord, I do love the Lord. I'm not shy about it. I'm not shy to talk about it. And there's no way that you can serve the Lord and you're afraid to talk about your personal stuff. And I would tell anybody, it's like, for me, I know my S-H-I, finish it, stinks. So
Shit stinks.
you know, and I am far, far from perfect.
Right.
So maybe you see it because when I'm I'm not coming from a judgmental
Correct.
point
Exactly.
perspective. I'm coming from a point of love. And I tell anyone, first and foremost, everyone have God inside of them. There's no such thing that you don't have God, you don't have God. We all have it. Because what you think is God, that good feeling that you have inside of you, it's your soul, it's that feeling. Even the most evil person, you feel that. Some moments you have that thing, you feel good.
Yeah, that
That's
energy.
God.
Yeah.
It's up to you how often you want to tap into that. You know what I mean? So it's
So y'all being like stylists and having your own showroom mobily that you can go around and do things for. You know, a lot of people in this industry aren't God-fearing people. There are a lot of there's a lot of Satanist industry people that could possibly come into y'all truck. Do y'all like notice that energy?
They come into that, and that's a great thing about the our truck and the business that we have. We serve people. We have the opportunity to serve people. And many times we have women coming from different background or stuff like that. It's something that you can pick it up in the spirit, right? They'll be like, okay, I'm going through this. This is XYZ, right? It's easy for me to say, oh, pray about it, right?
Discernment
When I can
will let you know.
just go like this and be like, hey, let me hold your hands. Give me a hug. You know what I mean? And I pray for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's just that word. They hear that word. You don't know how you change that person's life.
Exactly.
Sometimes they come to make a purchase and it turn out to be something even more. And sometimes we have had people come in the truck that didn't make any purchases at all. But it's just that word, that what they leave behind. You know what I mean? That was so beautiful more than anything else. It's like we were actually more appreciative of that word versus, the person that actually came and they made a purchase. So
Right.
It's like.
So y'all sell your own clothing line on the truck and y'all style with other people's lines as well.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So y'all put your own designs together. Y'all design your own stuff. So y'all not only stylists, y'all are designers, y'all are showroom runners, y'all do everything
Yes.
in fashion. So when Fashion Week comes around, do y'all park like right on Bryant Park Avenue or something like that?
Get
We
out
go
there, get
out.
your hustle
Let
on.
me
Go
tell you
ahead.
something about the truck. We have our little haters, of course. And we get it. Because sometimes when we park some places, some of the stores is looking at us like, I'm paying 20 grand, 10
For rent.
grand for rent.
And here they come and
they
park
pull
up.
up and they park
understand.
up and they're taking my
Yeah,
customers.
but then you're not soliciting in front of their store, so they
Still,
can't
they
say
still would
nothing.
look at
It
that.
doesn't matter.
They still
It doesn't
do
matter.
it. They
So
still
look,
do
this
it.
is what I want to do, right? Because I was brainstorming about a lot of stuff. In the summertime, we do live events. Not only in events, because S.STREET Media do events every week in the summer, winter, whatever. But in the summertime, we do live events. We out with DJ Weirdy Wolf. We go to Times Square. Last year we was at Times Square. We was at the Halloween parade. We was at Coney Island. Couple of different spots
You was
we
in
go.
my area, Coney Island?
We do a lot of. We're in Coney Island, where Coney Island is at.
Alright.
So what I was thinking was, if y'all ever wanted to like sponsor an event, y'all could come out, be the truck there. You know what I mean? We'll do a whole event there because I film everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Artists come out, perform, or whatever the case may be, and y'all truck would be like right behind everything. Y'all could bring people in, style them. If they want to come and buy some stuff or whatever the case may be, How do y'all feel about bringing other people's lines in your truck? Because y'all have other people's lines already. So like we could, it's so many things that can be done. Like we can work something out with another clothing company. They could get on your truck. We could just do a whole bunch. Because I'm for supporting and promoting y'all. And this guy could come and perform. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things that can be done with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, I'm all about it. Like I said, as long as people understand I do gospel rap, I don't curse.
Yeah, but your gospel rap don't even sound gospel until they hear you say God
hip-hop.
and stuff. Yes, and that's what it should sound like.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
performed in front of Curtis Blow, right? I didn't know he was gonna be out of church. So my boy Noah the Governor, shout out to Noah the Governor for Harlem. He invited me to perform. I get up there, I'm ready. Oh, I see sitting there. I see that's Curtis Blow. That's a legend. Are you serious? So I can't lie to you. I'm hyped now. I'm hyped. I love a crowd. I love it. I get hyped. I take what I do.
We kind of press for time. Get to the
Anyway,
chase.
I perform, do my thing. He says, "Yo, keep in contact."
So you keep in contact with him?
Yeah, I do. That's my mentor.
Okay. Yeah, you do music with him, or y'all?
I got a song with him.
Okay, there you go.
Got a song with him. I could sit here and say, that man say, "Yo, brother, I love you. Be safe. I'm on tour." All this, send me a text. I'm asking him about something now. So
All right. So look, if anybody else like hears your music and they want to get in contact with you, how can they?
hit me up, Gospel Gabe, under Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put my number out here. I ain't gonna. That I won't do.
You don't have to.
But I'm available. And yes, ladies, let me know. Let me know.
MM Clothier Closet. Who came up with the name?
Both of us.
Oh yeah, I thought about it. Nobody say, "Oh, let's do it this way," and I was like, "Nah."
No. We agreed.
Okay,
Nice.
So, but the website is mmclothiercloset.com. Or
Nice.
mmclothiercloset.com.
Yes.
And then on the Instagram is
MM Clothier Closet.
You say Cotier or is it Clothier?
Clothier.
Clothier.
I thought it was
French.
Clothier.
Everyone
Clothier.
says what you
Everyone
say.
says
That's what I thought.
We're the only ones that say
But when
it
I
our
read
way.
it, I see Clothier. Like,
Clothier.
but it makes sense both ways.
It's like there's a
World
T in it. It's like cloth.
Worldarama.
It's like cloth, like a T.
But y'all
it's
have your own personal emails too as well. Your Kels.
That's our Instagram.
Right.
Kels OA22.
And my Instagram is Styled by Miko.
Styled by Miko.
STYLED by Miko. And if they want to reach us, it's 929-625-6009.
Say it again.
929-625-6009.
She put me
They
on
put
the
their
spot.
number out there. See you front.
Put me on the spot.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, listen, y'all can hit me up. GospelGabe1978@gmail.com. My number 347-564-8254. But don't be calling crazy. Don't do that.
All right.
I
But if they want to
respect
book
it.
you, you already said that they got to pay.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
there you
I
go.
got the music.
Except when we get you to come out, you
I
preach the
have
Lord
the set.
off.
I got the music for the set.
Okay.
I tell people I take what I do serious.
Well, look, I got on one of these shirts, and
I want a shirt.
It's fire.
I want a shirt.
It's actually a sweatshirt, and it's a good 2X because then a lot of 2Xs are kind of like medium, but this
He
is
says
it's
medium.
it's
I'm
fit
weak.
good.
Show them
Like,
the
I
back.
like
Show
this.
them the back.
Oh,
Show
yeah,
them the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
get the
big
back.
dude. You see him?
Yeah, you see that?
I need a shirt. I need a shirt. I
You
ain't
gotta
gonna.
buy it. You gotta buy the joint.
I'm just saying, you know, like I model it for you. You know, I do that.
Okay.
I modeled on MTV
look,
before,
We're
so
about
yeah.
to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We thank y'all for coming, and we're gonna see a whole lot more with Colty. What else?
MM Clothier
Clothier. Because I want to say, I keep saying Clothier. but
Clothier.
Clothier. MM Clothier Closet.
Correct.
We're going to see a lot more of us and y'all doing stuff together. Because the
Right.
truck looks so good for us to have y'all posted up somewhere and we doing a whole thing there. Like it would only work. It would be dope. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So we definitely gonna have a lot more going on, and we'll have you come out.
Oh,
baby,
yeah. Listen,
and rock
I'm-
out and do some shit.
I got collaborations with people, man.
I know.
I could put a set together.
All right, no
Seriously,
doubt.
y'all really don't understand. I got music, man. I ain't just saying this, man.
We got you, bro. That's why you on the show. You ain't gotta convince nobody. You ready to the show, my guy.
I take what I do serious.
I like
I don't
his
think
energy.
you
He
know,
like, listen,
man.
I'm here. I'm not playing.
Like, I'm the truth.
We got you. So we gonna see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for the guests for coming out and things of that sort. Again, The Horse Series Season 2 is coming out. You already know what it is. Check out the season of Grindhard TV on UBC TV Network, Glue TV, Apple, Amazon Fire, all that. S.STREETmedia.com. You already know what it is. We coming back with more next week. Grindhard TV podcast. Shout out to everybody out there that's doing y'all thing. Keep grinding. You already know what it is.